Hi, you're watching Wall Street Confidential. Deborah Borchardt here with Jim Cramer. Jim, we got a rate cut, but does it matter?
Okay, what we're focused on, what we should be focused on is Main Street, not Wall Street.
Okay.
If we wanted to have great opportunities to buy stocks, we need earnings to be better. And earnings can be better if we keep cutting rates so that next year at this time, we could be in good shape. The reason I emphasize next year at this time is there's a call that I made earlier this week, and people were very familiar with it on Real Money, but it was kind of when we're vocal about it on TV, that if you don't need the money, you can let it ride. Because, you know, we're going to come out of this. We will come out of it because the central banks worldwide are taking action. But we're not going to come out of it in time to save 2008. Because what will happen is that you'll get bad earnings, and the earnings will drive stocks lower. And the analogy that I am now using isn't to 32, because if you take the, I want to take the Great Depression off the table. We can't do that yet, but it's one of the variables. But it's to talk about 2000 to 2003 on the NASDAQ, because here you had lots of companies that had lots of cash that were doing really well, but that got hit by a cyclical downturn, and they declined 80 and 90%. And I think that every single time that we had days where we bounced, people then said it's over. And what I'm cautioning people to say is, please don't do that. You get a little bit of lift. Don't call it over. If you want to trade, that's fine. It is a great trading environment. Doug Cass makes that point over and over and over again. But be mindful of 2000 to 2003. Be mindful of that scenario.
Do you think this is really just the first step in more cuts?
Well, you know, one of the things that just bugs the heck out of me is that why don't they say that? I mean, Bernanke yesterday said, look, I'm worried about inflation, I'm worried about deflation. Oh, he never really said deflation. He said, I'm worried about decline in earnings. I'm worried about slowdown, recession. And, you know, without the clarity of that, what we really need is a statement that says, look, if the economy keeps going downhill, we're going to keep cutting.
Deborah here. Stay tuned for more at thestreet.com TV.